channel. Listen, Clyde Davis mm, equals puppy. Mm. Whitney Houston. Mm. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. And remember to leave a comment in the comment section. And we got the morning horoscopes before we begin any of those things. Yes, make sure you share my live and watch my prior videos. All right, guys, this has been a wonderful experience doing my YouTube. I ain't gonna let you guys go. Matter of fact, I can't share my live here, but let's see. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Grand Rising, guys. Grand Rising. All right. So I had to share my live, get things going. Let's hop right on to the morning horoscope. Wow. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. All right. All right. And Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Yes. Grand Rising. Oh my God. I slept so good. Mm. And Grand Rising, my love. Yes. All right. So let's get to these morning horoscopes. Let me see if we got, hold on, because I think we don't got any updates right now about Sean Combs, but we do have connection with, you know, someone kicked the bucket, Clive Davis, and everybody's really weighing in, and it doesn't look good for him while he is in hell. Sprinkle some holy water. Yes, the gig is up, doo-doo. And this is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I am Kendall Gomez. Welcome to my morning YouTube channel. I am Kendall Gomez. I got the best sleep ever. Oh my God, I needed that. I had to stop taking those edibles for a minute. You know, I ain't taking none today. I'm gonna just chill out off of that. But let me start with the morning horoscopes. Hi, Leah Taylor. Hi, baby. How are you, Grand Rising? And guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. I had called up T-Mobile because let me just say real quick. Good morning, Muff. Uh, Muff. I can't. Good morning, Muff. Grand Rising to everyone. I want to get your name right, and I do apologize if I don't get it right. And guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. But I'm going to start these morning horoscopes and just type in the comments where you guys are from. I'm in the Carolinas. I'm from Brooklyn, and I am a YouTuber working on getting to my 1,000 subscribers. And I'm not making any money off of this, but I do get great joy in doing the morning horoscopes and bringing you the latest topics. And if you'd like to drop a donation, it's in the description. I'm doing wonderful. To all my G dolls and gents and the RBs, Grand Rising. All right. So we're going to start off with my sign. It's Cancer season, bitches. Yes, Cancer. Without any further ado, so we're going to start the K million trillion. It's K million trillion on my Cash App. Yes, yes, yes. K million trillion. And it's in the description if you like. I would so appreciate that because I'm really Um, it's crunch time. I just moved out to the Carolinas. All my bills are paid and everything, but it's a little, I can't start work until next week because I'm waiting for my credentials to come. But it's not a big story. I'm just grateful for you guys that are here. But yes, my payment methods to donate to me and my channel are in the description. But regardless of what I want, let me give you what you are looking for. The morning horoscopes. We're going to start off, and then we're going to get to the tea. So, Cancer, You have been making some decisions mentally, Cancer. Some really heavy duty ones that may have been weighing on you and weighing you down for a while. So that may be presenting alternate, but that may now be presenting alternate and unexpected solutions. See, God is good. A relationship, a career, a personal commitment, or even a personal goal is very pronounced. My husband, oh, Kuko, I love my Kuko. However, Cancer, take a stand. There will be a million matches ready to strike, but which one will you pick and why? In fact, do you even want to strike a match? No. No, no, no. So we not burning any bridges, right? Cancers, because it's cancer season, so we're not burning any bridges. These are questions only you can answer. Mercury entering retrograde in your sign this year is a cosmic opportunity to make things right and get the ball rolling. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Grand Rising, everyone, Grand Rising. Ah, and the cosmic tip, Cancer, what lights you up and what lights you up is the way to go. And that's why I'm here doing my life. Guys, I am so grateful this morning as I finally got rest. I was a little, because when you don't eat, sleep properly, um, it gets very, so I finally got some good rest. Oh God. So, okay, Aries. And hey, Aries, let your past lead you to your new skills, not to keep you stuck in failures, because we're not doing failures anymore. We're doing, high vibrational. And it's crazy because someone said to me, because I used to be a lady of the night when I was younger, right? And someone said to me, "You can still." No, I cannot. When you make a decision, let no one allow you to entertain. If you're not entertaining it and you're used to your new, path, stay on your path. Sometimes we have to leave those people alone when they keep trying to remind you and all that in the past is fine, it's cute. But as you get older, I'll be 59 next Thursday. Can you believe time goes by so fast? So I ain't got time to play with people, right? So, Aries, I do understand what's going on because I had that little past moment happen and it made me realize I had to do a spiritual cleanse to just get rid of all that yicky stuff and let it go down the drain, right? So, Taurus, look at the bright side. And if that is not possible, take an objective. Look at all the ways in which your life feels easier, more fulfilling because of the very thing you are cribbing about. So I don't know why or what if that resonates with you, but Grand Rising, Gemini, let your let your spirit guide you. Look out for the eagle spirit animal. So soar with the eagles, not the pigeons, baby. Soar with the eagles, not the pigeons. Because, after a while, we can be our low vibrational self, but I know good rest because I've been pushing, 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 right? I don't have to push anymore. I can just put in the effort and hope for the best. So we're only responsible for the effort, not the outcome, right? But when we put in the effort, there's things that can put you to another, like, you know what I'm saying? Put you to another whole, bring you back, blah, 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 let it go. All right. And watch for the eagle. All right. Leo. Make wise use of the magic that surrounds you. Because sometimes God and the universe and the spirit guides will put things in the way for you to utilize to better yourself, to better your life, and they're all advantageous. Take for your life, for your future. So take these things and don't take them lightly. Use them to your advantage. And Grand Rising, Virgo. Set your own standards and follow them through. Grand Rising, Libra. My mom's a Libra. Ooh, you are the answer to your own prayers. Amen. And amen to mom. I love you, mom. No matter what we go through, mom, I'm going to tell you this. Hopefully you're looking. I'm getting goose pimples, but I love you. And sometimes we have to even give our parents tough love because, they don't allow us to be who we are and grow up and, just be the best that we can be. And I remember my dad told me that. Just be the best you can be. Be the best version of yourself because only you can make those decisions. Sorry, guys. Only you can make those decisions, right? So, anyway, Scorpio, hold your ground and position. Wait, hold your ground and position yourself wisely. I got tongue tied there for a minute. Sagittarius, your ideas are divinely guided. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Capricorn, what? No, we not capping Capricorn. Move past distractions and get focused on what matters. Pardon me. An Aquarius, use your heartbreak to birth something new. As pain is a motivator. Pain is a great motivator. And I believe God gives us and the universe gives us pain in order to motivate us to do something new. And if we don't learn from that lesson, we'll keep relearning it no matter how old we get, no matter how wise we think we are, no matter how much we think we know. Evolution is inevitable. So if you're not evolving and God and the universe keeps putting things in your path, and you keep going back to your old behaviors and old thoughts and old ideas without anything new, it's not anybody else, it's you. And remember that. And Grand Rising, Pisces, ask for help. The cosmos is waiting. And Grand Rising, good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody? You know what's so crazy? When someone asks me, can I, push up? Can I do this? Can I do that? Are you, respectfully, are you a man? I am transgender. I am here. You could come in here and try to embarrass me. But one thing you cannot do is show yourself. You'll come on pages that don't exist or, and if you do, I'm going to tear you up. I'm going to expose you. So you're going to continue to be the coward that you are, that your mother raised, because she was a tired ASSHO, and so that's why I look at some of these comments and I just keep it moving, right? Because cowards are real on this earth. They're very real. And speaking of cowards, girl, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Yes, speaking of cowards, and I just want to say this, like I just think Clive Davis should have really suffered. And it's for entertainment and educational purposes only. A lot of these people and a lot of people die, excuse me, they it's for entertainment and educational purposes only. They let themselves and their lives go just to sell their soul to get in the industry that doesn't give anything care about you at the end. And that should be a sign for anybody that wants to get into the industry. You got to take a look at I hate to say his name because he was a Pedialyte to me, but Elvis Presley, uh, who else? John Belushi, Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, how they passed and they didn't survive and they were great. And why I say that, Puppy, I mean, oh God, not Puppy, pardon me, Biggie, Tupac, they were great, but the industry does, that machine does not care. And I just feel like once you get a taste of that industry, which I have, and I know how shallow and how plastic it can be, it's not the nicest place to be. Because you're around a lot of pick-me's, you're around a lot of unwarranted competition. And I kind of felt like that. Even I went to a salon this week, and I felt that way. That it was stairs, it was this, it was welcoming but unwelcoming, and I had to rearrange some things, and hopefully it works out in the future because I don't have any ill will for anyone, right? There's a lot of people that are out here that wake up miserable. Um, they want to display their miserable self. And, I just realized that people are going to come just like there. They came and they said something crazy. And that's my past. But I'm not mad at that. I'm only realizing that people are just miserable. The majority of it, if you're not working on yourself, something's working on you, right? And that's what I'm going to say. But let me get to the tea. Girl, did you hear about uh, a former Arby's manager charged with a felony for harpoon in a customer's food, which claims she contracted the herpes, and she sued the and I am trans, so I don't know if you're on here to, like, just find a life or go dig up your mother or something. And let me put you out of here. It's so easy, right? But can you imagine? And this is why I eat home, because I don't trust people. I don't trust people at all. You know what I mean? And some of these same people I'm putting out, these are people I know that owe me, that probably owe me money from the fabulous ones. And it's okay because I am blessed and I'm going to stay blessed. But get into this. So she got awarded, and the manager got arrested. It's just like if I find, like, I'm getting the same trolls, and you'll keep going on and you'll keep harassing me, you can have a troll arrested. I didn't know that. So I don't welcome the trolls, but what I do, I try to just avoid that and do my commentary on what I'm talking about so we can move forward, because I can't get stuck on people. Um, but what happened was the manager had trolled and told people how she cooked in her food and in the customer's food, and the daughter heard. Now I don't know if that could have been me, and that was my mother, and I knew somebody did something, foul to my mother, and my mother suffered. I don't know if I'd be able to contain myself. Right. But I would know how to behave if that was my mom. I would know how to contain myself. Because, one thing my father did, he made sure me and our family were okay before he passed. My dad was one of the greatest men that I ever knew, right? And that's why I don't feel bad about being transgender. I don't feel bad about loving up on me. I just didn't know because I had been angry from a child. And if you follow or watch some of my videos and shorts and stuff, you get to know what makes Kendall Gomez, right? And I'm grateful for me today. I don't know about anybody else. If you feel grateful for being where you're at and who you are, but I'm grateful. I just know that was I can't say that I'm a perfect person because I've done things that I am so similar to this that I am so sorry for. But the only way to say sorry is to never revisit or do those things again, right? So that's why I picked this topic. But let's get into more tea. Because I got a lot of tea, y'all. It's a lot of tea. Ooh, it is tea amongst tea amongst tea. Ooh. Uh, let's see what's going on with in the Diddy dockets. Oh yeah, we read that about him inviting the 12-year-old person, underage person, to an after party. And maybe we don't know his intention, so I can't say, but I know she ended up, really on Skid Row doing, with sepsis and everything and things going on, and yeah, yeah, that's kind of like that's the what I was talking about when people, are in the industry, especially when they're younger, and there's so much pressure, and they're not living their young lives. They actually or they become with some type of addiction. And what's so crazy um is that how people can come on and say something to try to you got let me explain this to one, and I'm gonna say this. And it's a roach in your mother's mouth. She birthed you and she's a roach, and you're a roach, now you're gone. So because we don't have roaches. I don't have roaches here, unfortunately. For you, fortunate for me, I live in a really beautiful townhouse in one of the nicest parts of where I'm at. So I don't know. People just want to stay and see you do bad, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. Misery loves company, and that's all I'm going to tell you, right? Yeah, misery loves company, and we can't allow people and their opinions. Because if you allow somebody's opinion to mash you up, that means you don't love yourself enough. If you don't stick up for yourself, who's gonna do it? You're gonna keep getting people to stick up. But no, you better have a machine gun, from your mouth and light them up every time or be witty or just block them and keep doing your content if you're looking to become a content creator, because that's why a lot of people don't become, because you have to have tough skin to do this. So anybody that comes on and they say things like that, it's because they wake up miserable, and they probably have miserable mothers and fathers and families, and people hate them. I'm just saying. Look at my friend smirking at me. She's smirking because she knows I'm telling the truth. And guys, if you like to donate to my channel, you can. Um, the donate my Cash App and my Venmo are in the description, and I would appreciate it if you did. Thank you. Thank you so kindly. Well, let's get. What do you think? Let me ask you this question. Thank you. Can you imagine if you kicked the bucket, right? And the hotel, you a big celebrity. Just stick with me. You're a big celebrity, and you get caught in the addiction, right? Because it's for entertainment and educational purposes only. But you get caught in the addiction, and your addiction takes you places that you never thought. But you have a whole heap of money, and you end up ODing and drowning in the in the bathtub and, passing away. And they're partying downstairs. Someone you made thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for. And it, even Phyllis Hyman, and I'm talking about Whitney Houston, and Phyllis Hyman talked about the industry, that she had a hard time with Clive Davis. A lot of people point up Michael Jackson, Prince, and Whitney Houston, and someone else. I can't remember, but mm, they said he was like the devil, honey, allegedly. Because I saw him on the now. Let me tell you something. When Sean Combs, and this is how much of a friend he is, because you know what I say, a friend, when you tell them something, I'm hot to it. When they move their behinds and they act like they didn't hear you and stuff. I went through that this morning, right? And I realized those are not friends. Like I don't need nothing from them, right? Um, but these people actually needed something from him, and that was support in their, the end of their careers, or as their careers were, flourishing, and or they're just keeping their careers going. He turned their backs on them because they made so much music and so much with the catalogs and stuff. These people in the industry are evil. And Clive Davis partied upstairs while Whitney Houston was upstairs in the hotel with the Grammys gala. How do you do something like that? And guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel. But how do you do something like that? Why? I'm just saying. Is that a friend? Will a friend see you suffer? I'm just saying. I'm just asking for a friend. Will a friend listen to you and ignore your cries? That's not a friend, guys. And in and out the industry, if you ever experienced that, walk away. Walk away. And I'm so glad I can walk away from so many people without depending on them and their opinions about me and what they think about me. I don't care what people think about me, right? Long as I and God approves of me, but humans, because they stole Jesus. They condemned Jesus, the world, most of the world, right? Huh, look at that there. And most of the world condemns a person like me. And either way, people are going to find something to talk bad about you about. They're going to find something. If it's not this, it's something. People will always find a way to try to take you down. So the best thing to do is just say, okay, and be the best version of yourself. And that's all you need to be is the best version of yourself, babies. Make sure my mic is still on. And thank you. And thank you so much, guys. Just be the best version of yourself and be very wary about the people that are not really nice. They're not really your friends. They may hit you up to see or look at your page to see what's going on or whatever. But when it comes down to everything, listen. There's creeps out there. People dress up in human form and act like they're evil. I'm gonna tell you I'm not a nice person. I'm gonna tell you off the bat, please don't play with me. I'm gonna be very transparent, but everybody's not transparent because they have too many secrets. So those are the quiet people. Those are the people that usually deflect from anything that they got, hidden in their closet, and they'll tell all your business or they will try to expose your business. Be careful. And that getting to that, why did Oprah Winfrey open her mouth to say anything bad about Whitney Houston? Why would you do that? She fell off the stage. Okay, she had relapsed. Okay, it happens. And a lot of y'all are just as dumb as a bag of rocks. Because to really make fun of somebody that, and this is why I looked at that, somebody said I was a drug addict, right? And I'm not. I live a purposeful life. I have a Lexus. I live in a townhouse. I get no welfare, food stamps. I might borrow money, since it's my third month here, but I don't ask for public assistance. I don't ask for any of that. So the person that probably did that and said all those evil things or said they're at a lower space than you. And it doesn't, and I'm saying they feel like they're in a lower space than you. Let me say that because God makes us all for greatness. It's up to you to choose which path you want to go, right? And I'm standing with greatness. That's why I got a good job. I just got to wait for my beautician's license to, get certified here so I can go ahead and get my, license and move forward. Because I ain't got time. When I tell you I don't have time, I don't have time. I lost the energy for thinking what other people think, what other people feel. Okay. Let them think what they want to think, right? And be the best version of yourself again, guys. There's going to be people that are going to try to bring you down, even if you're long and gone. Because Whitney Houston was alive, and Oprah said they were there. Whitney Houston probably would have called her up on that platform, because that's how that goes. But there are so many people that are looking for clickbaits, that are looking for clicks and likes, that are using other people to try to get likes and shit. They're selling their own soul. Because if there was no internet, what would you be doing then? Well, how? Anyway, guys, I am so grateful for another day. And make sure that you subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you hit that like button. And just remember, guys, love you and nobody else. Know that nobody, I just seen a text, nobody else's opinion matters. But you and God, only you know your worth. Don't allow anybody, because I touched the screen. Don't allow anyone to deem who and where and how you feel about you and where you lead yourself to. You don't have to go back to your past. You can look to your future, leave those old memories behind. It's good to embrace, our good and bad, but to keep embracing the past for what? What is that going to do for you today? Unless it's a reference point for you to say, oh, I can't do that, so I can, move forward. Oh, I can't do that because that didn't work. And you move forward. Some people want to keep you stuck because they're still in the same space. Don't stay in that same space, babies. Live your life to the best of your ability. Nobody's perfect. We are human, right? And that's why I'm looking at Oprah Winfrey like, really? We all knew Whitney. We love Whitney. Why would you? Because people are miserable. And let them stay in their misery. Because you know what? You don't have to join them. And with that, I'm going to see you on my next video. And have a nice day unless you choose.